time to move over to the Bayside now, and what better way to start things off than with the defending state champs?
Yeah, what does Decatur have to do this season? They got to go back-to-back, and how are they going to do that? Well, they have a lot of the same players that they had last year.
That's unfair to say.
I mean, that's what they got to do. That's the expectations, and they have to replace a lot of big pieces that did leave, including their quarterback mainly. But they looked downright dominant today against Queen Anne's.
The new quarterback looked good too.
Yeah,
this guy right here.
So we got to go out to Berlin. Johnny Hobgood is now the leader under center.
That.
Look at that throw right there to Evan Copeland from Hobgood. Gets the toes down, unlike Isaiah Likely yesterday. I don't want to talk about that.
In there.
Decatur was on fire. I had 35-0. So they've definitely picked up where they left off at the end of the season last year. Queen Anne's did get on the board late in this game, but by then it was already a done deal. Yep. So, Berlin was the home of winners today. Seahawks dismantling the Lions.
Yeah, the defensive line was great. Just check out some of these plays. Sully Alkler on the first play, then Nathan Tabley there, and then getting into the backfield, bringing the quarterback down. The defense was getting pressure all night. Seamus Orth as well getting into that backfield, bringing the quarterback down, getting off that block off the left tackle. It was a great dominant effort from start to finish for the Seahawks. And you know what? Johnny Hobgood, he looked great out there. He made some fantastic throws just like that one. It's tough when you're stepping into shoes, trying to fill in the shoes like Bryson Coleman.
Yeah, it is. But based off of today's production, he looks like he's well within his rights and really ready to be able to take up the mantle as the QB1 for the Seahawks.
And I loved what he had to say after this game. Basically, I'm just letting my teammates are fantastic around me. I'm going to do what I have to. Let's hear from him now.
Man, I felt good. Obviously, we returned a lot of starters from last year. Whole offensive line, all the skills, all the defense. Lost a couple key pieces, but I know my team had my back. I just go out there, do my job, and then they do the rest. I think my defense played great. Like, they only let up one score against a really good offense. Offensive line didn't let me get sacked. That one sack I rolled out, that was on me. I just have to learn. First time playing, I got to learn from my mistakes.
Now we got to make a stop in Salisbury. Bennett hosting Polytech. The Panthers jumping out to an early 9-0 lead. Their defense in the first half, Brandon, was suffocating. Donald Copes comes up with the interception. But the Clippers respond. Isaac Balsarac looking for Elijah Benton. But Deshaun Matthews undercuts the route and picks it off. So we've got a game now, but it's time for the Clippers to finally score. And Liam Nelson wasn't afraid to get air underneath the ball tonight. One-on-one coverage on the outside. Zakai Smullen comes down with it in the end zone. An impressive grab. Bennett scores, but the Panthers respond. Simon Balsarac finds Isaac Balsarac in the end zone. Right there, wide open in the right corner, and late in the third quarter. So these two squads trading blows for blows and trading leads as well. Nelson, though, finding Matthews for a 50-yard bomb. Look at this. He gets nice air.
He can air it out.
And he can run, too. And
watch
look at
out
that.
for Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett, I think they're gonna be tough, but offensively, they didn't have enough today. Polytech scoring a late touchdown in the fourth quarter, taking the 4-point win over Bennett at County Stadium.
Now,
today.
I'm going to say something that has nothing to do with them on the field, but my goodness, look at those Bennett Clipper helmets and the uniform combination.
They look beautiful. They
are one of the best dressed Bayside teams now, simply because they went from black helmets to white helmets.
And you know what they say,
Beautiful.
look good, feel good, play good.
That's
and
right.
They played pretty well.
They played pretty well today. All right. Polytech is a very good team in the 1A in Delaware. Now to Snow Hill, the Eagles taking on Annapolis Area Christian. We had question marks about Snow Hill. How many of their explosive playmakers, a lot of them exiting the scene, but tonight they put up 40 points on the visitors, a big fumble recovery in the end zone, then senior quarterback Christian Russell on the keeper following his blockers in front, then a nice route from Nazir Blake. Inside route there, Russell with good accuracy to put the ball right in the breadbasket there for the touchdown. Snow Hill rolling in this one. Keontae Taylor in the shotgun, handing off to Blake. And Snow Hill wins it 40-18. Big start for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's a great one right there. Especially we had questions, as you mentioned, going into the season about whether or not they're going to have a high-octane offense. But they did today.
Yep.
And so let's see if that can continue as the weeks go on.
Yep, they did fantastic out there today. And now let's go to some more final scores from around the Bayside. Parkside putting up some good numbers, but Kent Island was twice as good, 50-25 up in Stevensville. Then Y-High going out to Linganore, 40-12. Easton all over Northeast, 43-0.
Now, I think the biggest game of the day, that Cambridge South Dorchester over North Carolina. North Carolina was definitely a team that had some hot momentum based off of last season. Didn't matter. It's a new year. CSD dominating North Carolina 26-7. Bohemia Manor taking down Kent County 35-12. And then Colonel Richardson dropping 55 on Washington.
CSD had a very deep run in the playoffs last year in the 1A, so they are a team to watch out for.
Yeah, they are. But North Carolina, they had a lot of offense and a lot of weapons on that field.
That could just be CSD being that good.
It could be, and obviously it looks like it right now, especially the defense still holding North Carolina to only 7 points. They do have a Division I recruit on that offense in North Carolina. They were able to hold them to only 1 touchdown, so that's a great defensive effort by them. Now, the Art League had another community event, and Executive Rena Taller said they did not disappoint, so keep it right here.
And the True You program is looking to outreach peer educators for their next program. That and more coming up on DSI.
Head coach James Jackson from the Colonel Richardson football team, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.